The highly anticipated Crown Sport model has just been launched in Japan. We have a ton of new details regarding this really attractive sport crossover for Toyota. Let's get into it. Guys, smash the like button if you're excited for the Crown Sport. There is a strong chance it will be coming to the United States. In 2 weeks, I'll be heading to Japan, and I will be seeing this vehicle, if not at the Tokyo Mobility Show. But if I get time, and I think this is going to be an ongoing thing in October because it starts tomorrow at the time of this recording, there's going to be a Crown-style park being held at the Roppongi, I could be butchering that, Hills Arena. It's about 25 minutes from my hotel, and all 4 Crown models will be there, including this Sport. And yes, so I'm going to be getting my hands on these vehicles one way or another, whether it's at the Japan Mobility Show or going to the Roppongi Hills Arena to check them out because they're going to have their own little special kiosk there. Now, I want to get into these colors because just because they are official for the Japanese market doesn't mean that they're coming for the United States market. You guys know I'm a big fan of this yellow color. We don't get it on the Prius in the United States. You can actually get it in the Canadian market, though. Just riddle me that. But, you know, as much as I like yellow on cars, I don't know if it fits this car as well as it fits the Prius. Let me know down below if you guys like this Bumblebee. I think it looks better with the black roof and the black door handles compared to just the full-on yellow. It's a little bit too much yellow for me, but there's some really other excellent colors here. This ash color looks pretty cool. Of course, the emotional red, which they're not called the same here in the States. They're called something a little bit different, but it gives you an idea. We're going to get that bronze color. Now, the only way you can get bronze on the Crown crossover, the Crown Sedan, whatever you want to call it, that we currently have on sale here in the United States, it only comes on the Hybrid Max, the Platinum trim, which is a swing and a miss, and it only comes with two-tone, which the two-tone is hideous on that Crown. So hopefully this bronze color comes in more than one trim level if and when we get this Crown here in the United States. And not only does the blackout roof happen and black door handles, the window surround becomes blacked out in comparison to the single paint color. So the two-tone paint color is looking like the better option here compared to the Crown crossover that we have, or the Crown Sport Sedan, that it's just it's abomination, that two-tone. But you can get it in white, of course. Interesting. Oh yeah, we do get white two-tone if you want it, but I think it looks pretty good and all whited out. And then yeah, we have this cool ash color. You have black, and then the monotone colors as well. All right, let's get into some of the information here. The efficiency, we can get to the price. This is not going to be what it costs here in America. I think if you look at the Crown Sedan, and it starts at about $40,000 for the XLE model. I think it's going to, if it comes to America, which I think there's a really good chance, it'll start in the low 40s and top out in the mid 50s. The thing is, this Platinum has a powertrain, the Hybrid Max, that may or may not be coming to our market in this Crown crossover. The only powertrain that it's launching with in Japan is the 2.5 liter hybrid system, which is fantastic. And it is getting about 240 horsepower for their market. So yeah, think of the same sort of power numbers that we get on the Crown base hybrid here, which is, I think it's 236 horsepower off the top of my head. So expect that all-wheel drive standard. Now, 21.3 kilometers per liter. Does that mean this is going to get 50 miles per gallon? Absolutely not. Think 40 miles per gallon. It's not going to be as efficient as the Crown that we currently have. And this is a different testing cycle. So think about 40 miles per gallon would be my expectation. It should be every bit as efficient, if not more efficient, than something like the RAV4 hybrid that has slightly less horsepower than this model, but the RAV4 hybrid is definitely not as slippery. Its coefficient of drag is going to be higher compared to this Crown Sport. All right, it looks like there's just 2 interior options at this point in time. You have to keep in mind that the Crown Sport was initially teased with a different type of interior. And this could be exclusive to the upper trim levels, which would be the plug-in hybrid powertrain, which we don't have details on. We just know it's coming next month, next couple months for the Toyota Crown, but not at launch for this Crown Sport for whatever reason. So this one, if we look at the steering wheel, we have red accents here, as well as this black and red contrast going on. So again, this not available until we get higher level powertrains for the Japanese and United States market. It looks like there's just one wheel option, but that's not going to be the case if we get an XLE wheel option here in the United States, which is going to have 19-inch wheels instead of these 21. So you're going to have, of course, the dual 12-inch screens that we already have in our Crown here stateside. I wouldn't be surprised if I get to see these Modelista kitted out Crown Sports at the Japan Mobility Show. I think it looks incredible, not necessarily from the back, but the front, it looks pretty sweet with this extra body kit, these exclusive Crown wheels as well. Let me know if you guys like this sort of setup. I think at this year's SEMA for Toyota, they're going to be showing some Modelista stuff for our market. So you guys, there's a good chance you could be getting these for the Crown Sport if it comes to America. You can also get this Crown package, which adorns it with more Crown badges, like the actual Crown emblem on the window area back here, as well as some puddle lamps as well. The thing is, Toyota doesn't use this Crown emblem for our market, not even on the Crown that we currently have, which is unfortunate. You guys know how I feel about that. It looks like you might have some cup holder accessories here, and maybe some coin holder accessories for the door pockets as well. This is kind of it's like a floppy disk. That's how I see it. That allows you to get through tolls in Japan. Of course, it's not going to be available in our market. But you can just see how many different landing pages Toyota has for this Crown Sport. It's like very overwhelming for me, to be honest, because I don't know which page I should be looking at, because it goes really in depth, honestly, with all these different pamphlets and brochures. Here's the in-depth feature for the Modelista page. And then here is the in-depth brochure for the Crown Sport, which is incredible. How many pages is this? 48 pages of brochure for the Crown Sport, which is quite overwhelming. Another look and angle of this brown trim. I like it has a small accent behind these screens with that brown trim running behind. You have the different sport modes, of course, and explaining the steering wheel buttons, which I'm not going to go over. It's pretty self-explanatory. Talking about the seats, the digital rearview mirror. Again, I don't know if we're going to get the digital rearview mirror. I just reviewed the Crown. There is no digital rearview mirror for our Crown in this market, I don't believe. So that is a bit strange. There is a panel roof, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's panel roof or no roof at all, or should I say no glass roof. Of course, it's not going to be convertible, but you're either going to have a double roof or no sunroof at all, probably for the XLE, if we get the XLE here. Again, since this is a Crown Sport, it would probably be the XSE. So maybe they do something like they do with the Prius. It's like XSE and then XSE Premium, but they might be waiting for the plug-in hybrid powertrain or the Hybrid Max powertrain to give it that XSE treatment. So, on the Crown that we have with the upper powertrain, they call it the Platinum, because they know that's not really a sporty model at the core, even though they give it this 340 horsepower, 400 pound-feet of torque, smooth aft powertrain. They know it's more of a luxury cruiser compared to a sport car. This actually has a shorter wheelbase, quite a bit shorter than what we see on the Crown Sport, which that is 112 inches. I want to say this is 107 inches. So turn-in is going to be much more sporty. And also, speaking of turn-in, you're going to have rear wheel steering on this Crown Sport, which is not an option on our Crown model that we have in the United States, that I don't believe. It's available on things like the RX 500HF Sport Performance. You also see it on the new Lexus TX 500H and possibly the 550H Plus. Now, I like seeing this. This is a 1500 watt power inverter. I really hope this comes to our market. It was not in the Crown hybrid that I don't believe. And look, this power adapter here, just like the Prius, you can run this extension cord from the car. Since there's not like a vehicle to load system, even with the plug-in hybrid, you're going to have to run the extension cord with this accessory that flows out of the window, which is cool. It's better than not having the option for this extension cord. What do you think of that mustard color and a different lighting here? We have struts up front and an independent rear in the back, which doesn't come as a surprise. That's a K platform tradition at this point. This is the same platform that we have with the RAV4, the Highlander. I could go on and on and on. Some of the safety features, like it has this automatic parking software built in, which I'm never going to use. Even if I have it in a car that I purchase, I'm still never going to use it unless I'm making videos on it because it scares the heck out of me. They also have a Crown flagship store going up in Japan. Oh, gosh, there's going to be, is that the Crown estate there that I just saw? I don't know if there's a way for me to go through, but I'm seeing this for the first time. There's a Crown Sedan. There's a Crown Estate over here, which I know a lot of you guys would like to have that more wagon style. This week I'm driving the Volvo V60 Polestar. The thing's a missile. It's Batman's daily driver in Sweden. I cannot wait to show you how impressed I am with the Volvo V60 Polestar, even though the blind spot monitor was acting like possessed this morning and I couldn't trust it. But anyways, this would be Toyota's variant, especially if it comes with a plug-in hybrid. That would be amazing if we could get it, but I don't think it's coming to the United States, or at least I haven't heard anything about that Crown Estate coming. But yes, if this store is open while I'm in Japan, maybe I can eke out some time in my schedule to head over there. So I'm pretty excited about this. And there's not a lot else for me to say about this car. I wish I had more information on the plug-in hybrid powertrain, but it's not launching quite yet. All it says is a plug-in hybrid system is coming with a newly developed large capacity lithium ion battery. So there's a potential here. It might not be the 18.1 kilowatt hour battery that we see in any other RAV4 Prime or RX or NX plug-in hybrid. So it says that this provides an extended EV mode cruising range without compromising on interior space. So we potentially might get a longer capacity or larger capacity battery here that allows for longer cruising distances. The RAV4 Prime gets about 42 to 44 miles of electric range. And you can definitely extend that if you have a light foot and if you're driving in town. It has, they're saying it has a high output density drive motor for the plug-in hybrid. Could this be different than what we see in the RAV4 Prime or the RX and NX plug-in hybrid? There's a potential here that it could be different. But regardless, since it is the 2.5 liter, it's not going to be connected to the 6-speed auto that we see in the Hybrid Max Crown. It's still going to have an eCVT. It's not going to be turbocharged, but they could be upping the high output drive motor here. So there's a potential that the front motor could be upgraded, and there's a potential that the motor in the back could be a larger e-axle. So what we're seeing here is just a standard hybrid, but we could get, let's say the 100 horsepower e-axle that we get in the back of the Crown Max or the Hybrid Max that we also see in the upcoming TX 550H Plus plug-in hybrid that has the V6. This will not be getting a V6. It says 4-cylinder right here, so don't get excited for 400 horsepower. But we could see something like maybe 350 horsepower if they decide to really beef up the electric motors in this Crown plug-in hybrid. So they're keeping it, keeping it really under wraps here compared to what we've seen in the past for other Toyota plug-in hybrid. So I'm really interested in to see why. Now, the volume for the Crown Sport in Japan is 700 units a month. That's not going to be when it comes to the United States. It's going to be much, much higher than that. All right, I want to get into some of the dimensions here just briefly. I think we already had these published to us before this press release, but I want to compare it to what we have with the RAV4. Okay, so the height of the RAV4 is about 1,685 millimeters. Here on the Crown Sport, it's 1,565 millimeters. So what is that, 10 centimeters difference? That is actually it might be more than that, 10.5 centimeters difference. That is a huge height drop in comparison. But unlike the Crown that we have on sale right now, I'm expecting a lot more headroom, which is going to make this an instant recommendation for me, for taller people anyways, compared to that Crown that we have. Width is 855 millimeters, so this is slightly narrower, just a hair narrower. We have about 12 centimeters longer, it looks like, on the length. For other Crown models, the Crown Estate is going to be released in 2024. I'm hearing at the end of the fiscal year 2024, so was that, or 2023, so that will be by the end of the first quarter. But that's for the Japanese market. Again, Crown Estate probably not coming to the United States at all, even though it says, state is in there, estate. It's a very sharp looking one. For me, I'm a big wagon fan. I would rather have this one. I'm not saying rather, but I'd like to see this one alongside of the Crown Sport, the plug-in hybrid coming in 2024, probably by the end of 2024. And I'd love to see this in our market. I don't, man, those headlights are really, really nice as well. I think we might have a new video. I don't remember seeing this. So that's pretty neat to have, an updated look here at the Crown Estate. Let me know down below, would you like to have the Crown Sport or this Crown Estate? It just depends on what you personally like. Like I said, I'd be taking this over the Crown Sport if they were both available in our market. Now, this doesn't have a third row of seats or anything like that. No Crown does, at least not that I know of. But yeah, I just like the design of this and the functionality of having a more traditional wagon, a lifted wagon, kind of like an Outback or a V60 cross country from Volvo. It's very, very handsome, like the angles of this car. They also give us different colors we can play with. No yellow color on here, at least not yet. The interior, we've already seen that video. The Crown Sedan, this one I think would be an amazing accompaniment to the Mirai here in the United States. This is a true front-engine rear-wheel drive sedan, and it would be like a spiritual successor in a lot of ways to the Lexus GS. I think they could just badge this as a Lexus here in the United States and call it a day. To be honest, I don't care how many they sell. It would really help flesh out the Lexus sedan lineup. The LS is dead. This thing would completely replace the LS, and this would sit atop of the ES, of course. Now, it is only coming as a fuel cell, which is going to be released this fall, or it's coming as a hybrid, but a front-engine rear-wheel drive hybrid, but we don't have information on this hybrid. It could be a V6 hybrid, for example. Maybe the same sort of hybrid system we see in the LS and LC hybrid with a unique CVT, direct shift CVT sort of situation that has 4 physical gears and simulated the extra 6 gears. And again, didn't see this extra video as well. Doesn't mean it's new. I just maybe not have checked it out. I like the light bar that goes across. Yeah, the Crown Sedan, I'm drooling over it right now, but let me know, guys, if you would want this Crown Sedan in the market here in the United States, if it would fit maybe as a Lexus a little bit better. The back seat here is supreme luxury. The front seat here will fold forward. You have a touchscreen back here, as well as just plenty of luxury. That looks really, really, really nice. But I got to shut it down there. I'm very excited for the Crown Sport. I'm excited for the whole Crown lineup, even though we're probably not getting the Crown Estate or the Crown Sedan. But let me know, guys, down below if you want me to cover these more closely while I'm in Japan. More than likely I will, regardless if you want to see it or not, because I am, head over heels for the design of these Crown models. I think there's a strong likelihood that we'll see this revealed at the LA Auto Show for the United States market. I'm getting my hopes up for it. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't really have any major insider information that this is going to be revealed at the LA Auto Show. I just have that inkling in my gut because I know Toyota is going to be offering some new products there. One being the new Camry is my guess, and the other one being this guy. But thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned because I will update you with more information on this Crown Sport. Have a great day. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, and thank you for making it this far in the video. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.